conversation. I thought that was
So
nice.
in custody battles,
I like
typically
that.
the wife gets the kids, but how did
True.
he end up with all 12? How terrible was she?
I think, was she that bad or was she dead?
Maybe.
Did Jeff date her?
Jeff might have dated her. It could have been a guilt. Could have been one of Jeff's guilt.
I think Jeff dated
So
her.
it was Family Matters.
Yeah, Family Matters.
Boy Meets World.
Boy Meets World, step by step.
Hanging with Mr. Cooper.
Hanging with Mr.
There
Cooper.
it was. That took
I
the
never
10.
liked his jump shot.
Ah.
I didn't think he ever played in the NBA. He never convinced me that he played
You know
in
what?
the NBA.
I was never big on the show anyways, but I don't think they were either. That's why it was on the 10:30 time slot.
Yeah, they were late.
Right, 10:30, yeah,
By then,
started
I
at
had to go to bed because Greek school was the next day.
Yeah, and then Greek dance was on Monday. And then when you came home, remember? Then you got Fresh Prince.
Fresh Prince is probably the greatest show of all time.
It's up there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's up there. For
Yeah.
sure. For those types of comedies.
It's up there. Yeah. Yeah. You know what? In this generation, the new millennials, they don't get this kind of good TV that we got. back
No,
then.
no. They don't understand.
I mean,
that.
Friday nights you wanted to stay home. You didn't want to go out.
Why would you
wanted
bother?
to stay home?
Why would you want to go out?
But going back to it, I think Jeff dated whoever the character was of that
Show
show.
from Step by Step.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
think
I
like
did the whole cast.
Hold on a sec.
yeah.
Wait, it was, and then Suzanne Summers was in the mix.
See, that's
She
where
was
I'm
hot,
like,
though.
Suzanne must. If Jeff
See,
had
have
known
you seen
who
her
he
now?
married,
Though? Have you seen her now?
Oh, she's
it's
mad.
horrible.
is she
It's
bad
really-
now?
It's,
Oh, she's bad?
it's like a roadside accident. You have to
Ooh,
look.
she's off the Thigh Master.
Oh man.
Do you remember those
God,
commercials?
You know
looking
what? What a great invention that was. A piece of metal between your legs, and you
And it
basically
pushes their legs apart.
yeah,
Yeah.
or in and out.
It's resistance training.
Resistance training, yeah, exactly. Welcome to episode 51. That's how we
Wow.
started. Boom.
Wow.
That was 1 minute and 21 seconds of your life. You're never getting back.
No, and I don't know. Thank you. You're welcome.
You're welcome.
Sorry.
How
I don't
about a
know.
little nostalgia of the good stuff that happened years ago to all those TGIF fans
They just
back
don't
in
make
the
shows
day.
like they used
But
to.
you know,
Mitch.
speaking of shows, I'm a little nervous, and tell me I'm a little crazy. First off, how was your weekend?
My weekend was good. It was busy.
I know I called you. You didn't call me back.
Oh, yeah, you got me. I didn't. You're
No,
right.
you didn't, no.
It took 2 days, and
Yeah.
then I called you.
Yeah, and that.
Like
At
nothing
that
was
moment,
wrong.
I won't
Like,
lie to you. I
nothing
saw
was
you
wrong.
rang, and I wanted to answer, but out of spite, I didn't.
You went out of spite. I can respect that move. I'm terrible. Actually, I'm so notorious for just not picking up the phone, phoning people 3 days later, and acting like nothing's wrong.
I didn't think you were that kind of guy.
I'm that guy. Yeah,
You're
yeah.
that guy.
With some, well, no, with a lot of people I am. Sure. Maybe all.
So, how was the weekend?
Weekend was good. Like I said, it wasn't. I had a lot of things to do. We're going furniture shopping. We're trying to get the bonus room up for Calliope. We're trying to transition her play area up there. Put a little piece of furniture. Here's what I didn't know.
Did you do IKEA?
I looked online. We didn't go IKEA yet, right? But I did the whole gamut: Brick, Ashley, Leon's, Internet, this
about
place,
it.
that place. How's your mother? How you doing? It's tough finding furniture.
Well, sure.
You know, it's tough. You can't just go. And then there's a deal every 2 seconds you get married on one store and a piece of furniture. All of a sudden they got a midnight blowout sale here. I don't know what to do.
You don't know what to do.
I don't even know if I'm going to end up with one.
You want to talk about blowouts? You want to talk about just extreme craziness?
Does
What
this
happened
lead-
yesterday?
Does this lead into your Saturday night?
No, this leans into what happened yesterday. So we're here in Canada, Calgary, Alberta, Canada. I know we have some downloads in like Malaysia, Italy, all these beautiful, beautiful
We're
places.
a global phenomenon.
30 centimeters of snow plus
Yes.
in basically
Some
less-
areas, 45
around 24
centimeters.
hours. Crazy.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Now, this is my problem with it. So yesterday, I had a little cabin fever. Maybe I'm going a little crazy.
Could
okay?
be. You just
Could
got
be.
back from Greece.
I know. So I'm stuck in the house yesterday. What's on TV? Armageddon, The Day After Tomorrow. All of a sudden, yeah, Jeff is a huge snowboarder. That's great, Jeff. But it's October, bro. It's October.
And the beginning of October.
I just want to ask. I know I'm not a big conspiracy theorist guy, and I'm
Okay.
not a big guy on environmental, like, all this phenomena that's going on.
I wouldn't say you're tall on any of these issues.
No, I'm 5'11 and a half, and everyone knows that. But the reality is this. Is it a little weird that Calgary, Canada's hidden with this crazy snowstorm, right, in October? Greece and Italy gets a cyclone for the first time ever.
Huge.
There's floods going on everywhere. The shows on TV are Armageddon and Day After. Is something going on behind our back and no one's telling us?
Are the warning signs there?
The fact that we're staring, I'm looking at you, and off to the corner, there's a picture of the world, right? You know what I mean? There's
that's right. Yeah, because he's got the space.
Is that
mural,
like
if
coming
you will.
towards that? Is that like
It's over.
Is this some sort of signal from the authorities above telling
If
us?
parakeets' heads are falling off, we're in trouble.
Dude, I'm a little nervous. I'm a little nervous
What do
about
you
what's
do?
going on.
What are you doing in Armageddon? Where do you? Okay, you're in your house.
Yeah.
Where's the first place do you go? Like, what do you do? What's the action plan? Do you have one?
No, I don't have one. I mean, it's over.
I
It's
have
over.
one.
But just come
mine's
out. Do you
run
want to know?
downstairs.
Be honest now.
Yeah.
So, do you want it like in the? I'm not gonna lie. Armageddon was on TV the other day. Okay.
Okay.
And I'm a sucker for Bruce Willis. I'm a sucker for the guy. I
Who is
can't
it?
help it. He's
Who is
great.
it?
Who is it? Right?
Yeah.
So he comes on and he's saying bye to his daughter because he's got to blow up the asteroid and all that
Buddy,
stuff.
that guy
Do
saved-
you want to know? Do you want to know if the asteroid's coming towards the world?
I don't know, Mitch. That's a good question. Maybe I don't.
I don't know.
Maybe I just want it to
Well,
happen.
stop playing these freaking shows on when things like that are going on in the
You
world.
know where Bruce Willis is going to be, because think about it. He saved New York.
Sure.
He saved L.A.
Absolutely did.
Okay.
Yeah.
He obviously saved the world from Armageddon.
Uh-huh.
He saved the galaxy in The Fifth Element.
So are you telling me that without doing what we talked about last week, he's the greatest action star of all
Is he
time?
maybe? Well, he's got to be in the GOAT list.
He's got to be on the GOAT list.
Our GOAT list.
Uh-oh.
Mitch.
Oh,
Mitch,
oh, no.
There's a
I
problem
might
in the
have
locker
started a
room.
fight.
There is a problem in the locker room, and the roster needs to hear about it.
What happened?
A couple weeks ago, or last week, watched the EQUALIZER finally. Conflicted who wins, John Wick or Denzel.
Right.
We want to do a GOAT list.
Sure.
Fast forward to when you called me the other day.
Yeah.
After the 3 days that I
Correct.
that I didn't call you.
call me back, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
What happens? You tell me. Yeah, you tell it.
Yeah.
You tell
So I'm
it.
listening to the sports radio station in the morning here in our local
To conceal
city.
their identity, let's
Sure.
just call them the Fan Blank 60.
Right. So I'm listening to it, and all of a sudden, they start talking about who's the best action hero.
Unbelievable.
And I'm not lying to you guys. This was like literally during the snowstorm. I was ready to pull over and take out the whole city. I was ready. I was going, wait a minute. Me and Dimitri work
They're-
hard to put this agenda
They're
together.
ripping us off.
And I
you
feel
know
like
it.
we're getting.
You know it.
I think somebody over there is listening over here
Yeah.
and sending signals in.
You don't just come up
They're-
with
you
that.
know what they're doing? Like in baseball, they're stealing signals.
They're stealing
They're
signals.
stealing signals.
This is unbelievable what's
I'm
happening.
a little upset about it.
Hey, grow up.
But we're gonna still,
Fan
you know
blank
what?
60.
Just so you know, you guys talked about it once. We're gonna do the full. We're doing the GOAT list. So you take that and you enjoy that.
Yeah.
all right? Enjoy your little win against the little guy. Oh, big deal.
Yeah.
Big deal.
Ooh, let's rip off podcasts.
Yeah. Whatever.
Really nice.
Whatever.
Really nice. Next topic.
Next
because
topic is simply
I want to
this.
enjoy this show. I don't want to hate this show.
We have so much to talk about. It's crazy. I
much.
wanted this week to talk to Jeff and ask him, Jeff, tell us the craziest rock stories of all time. But Jeff goes, you know what? Give me 1 week. I'm going to prepare for you guys like an itinerary.
I gotta actually remember some of this stuff.
And he also needs to regret. Yeah, exactly. He needs
Look, just like Jeff's CD that's coming out in December, by the way. Watch out for full details
Watch
on
out. Stocking stuffer all day,
reallockerroomtalks.com.
lad.
Stocking stuffer, you will get it. Jeff's single coming out December 2018 into 19. I mean, it takes preparation and execution. Jeff's waiting a week. The new segment, we're going to have a name and we're going to have a story for it.
And it's when? On the anniversary.
Wow.
There's a little something in my eye. There's something. I
Is
can't
it
believe we
dusting?
committed for
Is
a
Jeff
full year
dusting
to
in here?
anything.
Jeff, you need the dust in here. Something in Mitch's eye.
Something in my
Is
eye,
It's
I guess.
okay. It's okay.
I haven't stuck to this. I haven't. You know me. I don't stick to anything. So we're gonna do that segment next week. We kind of had it on the agenda. We said we'll see what happens, but who cares? You know what? There was such a crazy week in sports this week.
Too much is happening.
So much
In all sports.
that Jeff did us another solid by not wanting to do it this week.
That's what Jeff is the archon of the podcast.
He really is.
understands.
He really is. So thank you, Jeff. Now, Dimitri, what's on this week's itinerary?
Look, we have to address because the dog days of sports are gone, Mitch.
Yeah.
No more. Summer has ended.
Yeah.
Clearly winter is here.
Right.
And guess what's starting today?
What?
NHL hockey. We're going to talk about the upcoming season.
Absolutely. We're going to talk NFL. We have to. It's week 4 just completed.
Yeah.
Week 5 is starting up this week, but crazy. I feel like every week it's a crazy week, but like each week I got to give the NFL some credit. This is why we miss them so much when they're gone.
I know.
Each week they just up their game. They up their game.
It's kind of like our podcast. It's the best
exactly
week
what
every
it is.
week.
And on top of all that, so you got NHL, you got NFL, UFC 229 is this weekend.
Oh.
we are gonna give you the winners.
We've
The
debated
winners.
the winners all across the
All
board.
across the board.
And not exactly how you're thinking.
Yeah, exactly.
But you got to wait to find out. Also, Mitch,
Yeah.
you're talking about sports, but you missed one. You missed one that's coming right into season.
What's that?
Like a cat in heat, baby. This is Major League Baseball.
That's
We got
right.
the wild card games coming up, or some have happened, but coming right now. We got to talk about it.
I love it.
Who's going to play the Yankees in the final?
Let's do it. Exactly. And then I was thinking, do you want to do Maga or Malaka?
Yes.
Of course.
Obviously.
And you have to wait to the end to find out what it's all about. It's a great one. Dare I say, it could be the greatest Maga Malaka of all time.
And you know what else is coming? Another great segment that we started doing. We kicked it off last week. It was a great success for us and whoever followed our advice.
Right.
That's right, Roster. We're bringing to you the Sportsfolio with this week's risk management Sportfolio from Mitch and Dimitri.
That's right.
On how to place those bets.
All right,
You know
so
what?
do you
wanna
want to
do
start
that.
right now?
I want to do it now. You know
All
what?
right,
Why
let's
don't
do
we?
it right now.
Whoa. Hold on.
You don't wanna do it
I
now.
can't. I can't.
Okay, what do you want?
Because
Why?
before I do anything, Mitch, I have to do it right. Just like Jeff does his CD coming out in December 2018. Jeff's full CD.
Get your stocking stuffer early.
RealLockerRoomTalk.com at Mitch and Dimitri. You can follow it alchemystudio.ca. Just like that,
But before all that,
we got to do the Macro Mind Media Metrics of the Week.
macro
Media metrics of the week because Jeff has cued the music. What, did you think I was going to forget just because I went into the transition after the song was played? I don't think so. MacroMindMedia.com brings to you RealLockerRoomTalk.com. They've done our website, they've done our portfolio, and they've done more than that. They brought us the metrics from around the world. And if you don't believe me, well, why don't you check this metric out for size? Remember the other week I told you that they're starting to tell us on Podbean where exactly in Canada we're getting downloaded?
yes.
Well, what if I were to tell you that we are getting downloaded in the beautiful province of Quebec, my friends?
Get out.
Yes.
Really?
Why? Do you think it was only the French in Europe?
But we don't even speak French.
It doesn't matter. Yes, we do. At Tabernacle.
Hey,
Oh, whatever. The French are downloading us, and mind you,
Yeah.
tariff free. And dairy farmers, we're not charging you for Real Locker Room
Oh
Talk.
boy, wow.
Yeah, that's how good we are.
By the way, you should have negotiated that deal.
Hey, Mitch, I don't understand what's happening.
No.
I don't understand. People will listen and steal our bits, but get me on the negotiating
I
table.
wish you saw your. These are the days I wish we had video in here. Your eyes just now went sideways. You're like, are you giving me the call? Are you
Am
tapping
I-
me on
am
the
I
shoulder?
here?
Are you telling me to come in? It was. I wish. These are the days I wish we had video in here. He was so excited that I just said.
Yeah, but Mitch, you know
should
I
have
could do
negotiated
it.
the
You
deal.
know I could do it. I got Tavares on the Maple Leafs.
I know you
That was
did.
Me.
Absolutely, that was
Us.
all you.
I should say us.
That was us, but,
it-
more you.
me.
Right, fair enough.
It's a 60-40.
I felt
Okay,
like I
get
did
it.
a great rendition of being him because you needed to practice.
Yes.
Yeah.
Look, you want to talk about great tandems, not just Macromind Media, but AgapeGreekRadio.com,
Right.
AGAPGreekRadio.com, where you can listen to Real Locker Room Talk Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and in between. Then you got to check out the other lineups. We talked about shows like DJ George.
Yeah.
Best DJ of all time.
Of
in the
all
Gre-
time.
Maybe in the Greek community. All time.
Yeah, there's a lot of good DJs though.
Vixen and Jackal. Why don't you check that show out?
That's a good show.
That's a great show.
I think we were on that show.
and that's why we're on Agape Greek Radio.
That's correct.
I love it.
Looking forward to that.
Check it out, everyone.
Always good times.
Mitch, let's get into
Let's
it.
get
Okay,
into
the
it.
NFL got into week 4.
Yeah.
We have to get into it because before we know week 5 is going to
Exactly. Listen, week 4, once again, the NFL shows why it dominates all the major sports. Each week, it just gets better and better. Just when you think you figured out the Rubik's Cube of how the NFL works,
I like that.
boom, they twist it up on you again.
Great analogy.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that. I literally made that up on the spot.
You know what's great? But unlike the Rubik's Cube, the NFL does not have a predictable algorithm.
No.
I'm sure all of you that, just imagine if you took Minnesota to win last week, for example.
For example.
Or what if you took
let's talk about
Minnesota to win?
real quick?
All right.
Let's talk. Let's quickly talk. So I happen.
Well,
we happen to be good
role
friends.
Play. Let's role play.
Yeah.
Because one of our great friends,
Good friends.
diehard,
Yes.
Minnesota fan.
Loves them.
Why don't we, instead of, let's not pick on them.
No.
People say that I do a pretty decent impression of him.
Yeah.
Why don't we role play? Instead, let's do it that way, man.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
So I saw him at a baptism this weekend, and I went up to this gentleman. And I said, "Hey." I literally, all I had to say was, "Hey," and I looked him in the eye.
Buddy, Mitch, how you doing? Did you see what happened? Did you see what, buddy? I don't know what. Yeah, look, Mitch, I get it. It's Buffalo. Sometimes they got the good defense. Mitch, I get that, but buddy, I don't know. The Vikings, this is a team that could have beat Philadelphia. They should have been in the final. We got the quarterback. We got Cousins. He's throwing more, buddy. Anyways, Mitch, it was good to see you. I got to go. Linda and the kids are waiting outside. Buddy, see ya. Yeah.
That literally, unless you were there, that was exactly what was said. That is amazing.
Did he bring up Adrian Peterson?
He did not.
Oh, okay,
no.
okay.
He was going to, but then he started kind of whimpering a little bit and he went off. Now, Minnesota fan, I kind of give him a little bit of sympathy. You know why? Because they did play the LA Illuminati. Was it me, or did the Rams look like they could score whenever, however, and whichever they wanted? Way they wanted to do it.
This team is primed for the Super Bowl.
They're ready.
You know, it is. Their only disservice is that the Super Bowl is not next week.
Yeah. I mean, I just don't, after seeing that performance, and I don't want to ride their coattails too much, and we're not going to talk about them too much because everyone's talking about them. But wow. I have to give them some wowness. That was crazy. From there, let's go to the next topic, which is basically our boys, the Packers. Little Rodgers, little McCarthy's controversy. Rodgers ripping, even though they won 22-0, they put the goose egg up on the Bills. Rodgers wasn't too happy about McCarthy and his play calling. And McCarthy, I'm going to tell you this right now, buddy. After the contract Rodgers just got, be very, very nice to him, or you're going to be gone before you know it. And I will vote you out because I do not like you either.
That's right.
Okay?
That's right. And this has been something that seems to be happening for quite some time. It seems that every year to start the season, the last few seasons, Mitch, in Green Bay, it's Aaron Rodgers, McCarthy. They're not on quite the same page as they were before. And I hate to say it because I do like McCarthy. I do think he's a good coach. I am starting to think that maybe his time might be done
It's time.
in Green Bay. And you said the point right there. They have invested in Aaron Rodgers.
Absolutely.
Of course they've invested in Aaron Rodgers. However, McCarthy, you better be nice. You better get on the same page and figure it out, because don't think for a second there's not a lot of people out there that are willing to take that spot from you and be on the same page and utilize those talents. Now, we talked about a rift that's happening. Why don't we talk about a rift in another scenario that has turned into a positive for a couple other people?
Who are you talking about?
Well, we got to go to the Seattle Seahawks.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
You know, now that's obvious rift, right?
Okay, so in all honesty, Earl, he's playing. He said, I want my contract. Seattle said, we don't want to give it to you right now. Prove to us even more so than even though you've proven to us that you're awesome. You know, start playing a little bit. Get out there. Do your thing. He says, fine. I'll show you guys I'm awesome. I'm going to go out there. He breaks his leg last week. He's on the cart. He's being carted off. Poor guy. Broken leg. Like, he's done, basically.
Yeah,
especially at his age and what the position he plays. And he flips off his team. Now, obviously, maybe he's flipping off one individual, but obviously that can't be seen. Did you like the call? Did you, when I say the call, did Earl do the right thing by flipping his team?
I think, if this was Maga Malaka, I'm on the Maga train.
You are,
yeah,
right?
You damn rights I am. Everyone needs to be held accountable. You know what?
Why does the punter, my boy Dixon, need to be flipped off? I don't understand.
I don't know, Mitch. They're not winning games, and it is on his side of the ball because apparently it's a form of defense.
It is.
Yeah, whatever.
No, but seriously, why do you think it's okay for him to flip off the team?
I'm actually just saying that to be funny. But realistically, no, it's not okay. You know, you got to act professional. What did the team do?
Right.
You know, at that situation, what did the team really do that you have to take your frustrations out on what looked like the entire team?
To me,
like, he thinks he's Jerry Maguire.
Right. Exactly.
Like, that's the thing.
Yeah.
And now he's going to the NFL. Managers like, show me the Quan.
Right. Yeah. No, it's a good analogy and a good example, to be honest, that people could relate to. I'm gonna go with, I think in a weird way, I loved it. And not because the team deserved it. He was being real. Dude, the guy didn't have to play. He could have sat out, and then he would have been he would have been told, "Oh, you're not a team guy." He plays to show everyone, "I'm not a team guy." Breaks his leg. Now he's not getting in the contract. He was damned if he did, and he was damned if he didn't. So point. in my point of view is, Earl, you know what? Let the world know, man. Bottom line, you ain't getting your money now unless you come back and make a crazy, crazy comeback. So the way I look at it is, yeah, screw it all, man, because that's what a normal person would have did in that exact same scenario outside of being a sports athlete. Why not? Yes, the cameras are on you, whatever. Do it, man. I get it. You deserve it. I know it's not the proper technically thing to do, but whatever. I'm on your side. Do what you got to do, bro.
Sports business is still partly entertainment business, right?
So now, the one thing I wanted to talk to you about was, and it's something that, like, we could have easily talked also about the Mahones. The Mahones was on the Monday night spotlight. He put on a performance and a half, but everyone else is talking about it. I want to talk about the one thing that I thought was crazy, and I got to have your take on it, and I want to hear the roster's take on it. On Sunday afternoon, you got the Colts, you got Houston. Overtime, 34-34. Both teams have gone back and forth. There's about 30 seconds left in the game. The Indy at home has the ball. Fourth down, about 30-something seconds left.
Coming from an excellent comeback, by the way.
Coming from a huge comeback. Exactly. Thank you for that point. Interdivision game also. Mm-hmm. Fourth down, they punt the ball. Once they punt the ball, the game is basically over. Frank Wright, Mr. Ultimate Comeback of all time, Mr. Buffalo Bill, who's now the head coach of the Indianapolis Colts, says, no, we're going for it on 4th and 10. They don't get it. Houston gets the ball on the wrong side or on the good side of the tracks, if you want. They get a first down. They kick the field goal. They win the game. A lot of people are saying, well, that's football. When they asked Frank, why did you go for it? He said, I don't like ties. I wanted to go for the win. I want this team to understand. I want them to win games, not tie games. Did you like that call this early in the season?
No, I did not. That's a short answer. And the reason that I did not like the call, Mitch, is, for starters, I just want to throw it out there, and you know this about me, and you and I are very, very much on the same page. I'm a proponent of going for it.
Right.
In most cases. I really, really am. Because trust the offense. Why not? I mean, the odds of not getting the first down, let's say, in certain situations, I mean, you can still play defense and recover. Right. However, I didn't like it here on a 4th and 10. Okay, on a 4th and long. Let's just call it on a 4th and long. I didn't like it there. I didn't like it I didn't like how close it was, and it was overtime. All you need is a field goal to finish the game. Right. I mean, this isn't a second quarter. You're down or you're tied. You go for it. Defense steps up. Maybe you conceded 3 points, but at least you went for it. You can recover. This is overtime.
It's overtime.
So I didn't like the call in this particular situation. Same play, second quarter, love it all day.
All day. However, I'm going to say I'm kind of on your side, but not. I like it. I don't like the call because at the end of the day, they gave up a point. They gave up, and what I mean by that is that loss will hurt them, especially in that division.
Yes.
To possibly making the playoffs. Like, that division right now is very wounded. I thought that was going to be the most aggressive. You got a Jacksonville team, you got Tennessee, you got Houston, and you got them. Well, Houston's not living up to their expectation. No. That tie would have really helped them out. Jacksonville is like literally like Dr. Jekyll and Hyde. They're up and down. We don't know which team is going to show up each week, okay?
Yeah.
Tennessee is playing way out of their league. Like, I like them. And in fact, I keep picking them and they keep winning. But the point is, they're like winning outside the realm of what they're doing. Mathematically, horrible call. As a coach, I get it. Maybe the right call to make in week 4. But to be honest, I think it's going to hurt them in the long run. So no, bad call. Shouldn't have did it. I think it's dumb. And it makes me wonder, like, sometimes, like, what? Like, these guys are, well, in Frank's case, he was an NFL quarterback at some time. These guys are all NFL, you know, we like to put them on a pedestal thinking these guys think differently than us. Man, do they ever? Because I don't think
Emotions.
99 out of 10, 99 out of 100, man. No one would have called, people would have punted and said, I'll take the tie. I'll take the tie in this game. Give me the tie and we'll figure it out at the end of the year. That game, I think, is going to come back and haunt them. And I think it was a bad call. That's my opinion.
I agree. The game you really said it the best, because that division, really anything is up for grabs. It's very open. Anyone can beat anyone at any given Sunday. That tie is going to come to hurt the Colts.
It absolutely
It really, really will.
Speaking of ties, or not really, it's time for the Pick'em segment. Now, Dimitri, last week you called me
let's
out.
go into NHL. And
Dimitri,
we're talking,
last
okay,
week,
who do you got?
called me
Metropolitan
out,
Division.
You called me out and you said, you know what? Why don't you put your 5-star pick of the week on the line?
Yeah.
Why don't you bet everything you got? Ladies and gentlemen, the beating that Dimitri took once
Relax.
again.
It wasn't
the
a beating.
You
It
took,
was not a beating.
The score,
10-8.
pardon me, 11 wins for me out of 15 games, 7 for you.
Get out of here.
Would you like to recount it?
11 to 7.
Go back to the podcast. You can get on Podbean at any time you like and re-listen to all your picks. 7 wins, which means you hit 43% of your picks over.
You did not do that math yourself. You did not do that math yourself.
72%,
No
ladies
way.
and gentlemen. Once again, I'm up
How the hell-
4 weeks to nothing.
How did
on
I
you.
go from one phone call being, hey, if you win the Monday nighter, to it's 10-8 to 11-7?
I redid
Why
the
didn't you
numbers.
just make it 12-6, Mitch?
You know what? Why are you so upset?
12 to 6. Let's go.
Listen,
12 to
to
6.
all the podcast
Oh, my
listeners,
God.
if you're Team Dimitri, which I feel sorry if you are, just go back and listen to your honorable boy and hear the horrible picks. Do the
Because I take
opposite.
risks, Mitch. I take chances.
Risks.
I take chances.
Don't say it. Don't do it.
No, I take
Dimitri,
chances.
Do we have to go back? We don't have enough time for me to
Your
go back.
5-star pick of the your 5-star sham of the week.
Really?
Yeah, it is a
5-star
sham. It
Is
is.
that why it's 4-time winner?
Because you picked the easy games.
4-time winner.
You're like 5-star
Oh
pick of the
my
week.
God.
You're like,
Listen to this
I'm gonna
guy.
pick
Listen to
Conor
this guy.
McGregor to beat up a 16-year-old
God.
on my
It's
5-star
sad.
pick of the
It's
week.
sad that you have to get to this
I
level.
take risks.
It's
My
sad.
money-making
You are-
matchup
buddy, you
is a
literally,
risk taker.
Can I tell you something? Because you didn't take risks is why you lost. You
Oh
actually
my
didn't take
God,
risks. You
man.
didn't. All right, listen. Like I said, bottom line,
I'll
I
give it
crushed
to
you.
you.
I've already crushed
Stop
you
using
via,
these words. You
I've
didn't
already
crush me.
crushed.
You won, but you didn't.
11-7.
That's
That's
not a
4
crushing.
games. That's crushing.
That's not crushing.
Okay, listen. We don't have all the time in the world because we got to talk NHL. We have some other stuff.
Yeah, let's move
I
on.
destroyed you. I already made you feel
Sure,
bad
sure,
on the
sure.
text.
Are
you
we
ready to
picking
go?
now?
Yeah, we're
You want it right now?
We're straight into the pick.
You are gonna remember this.
Right.
Remember this moment.
Right.
Because when I beat you at the end of the season, Mitch,
All right.
I've already started my dialogue.
It's 4 weeks to
Okay,
nothing
go,
for
let's
Mitch.
go.
4-0. Are you
Let's
ready?
go. Yeah,
This
yeah.
week's Thursday nighter, Indy, New England. You ready to go?
Yeah.
Okay. England, like I said, Indy or New England.
I'll take New England. Is this your 5-star pick of the week, by the way?
No, it's
Are
not.
you proud of
Keep-
me this
keep-
week, Mitch?
keep
Are
going.
you proud
Keep
of me
going,
this week?
buddy. Keep
Oh,
going.
proud of you. Are you
Listen.
proud of me?
Step your game up.
I'm also going to go with New England.
Very nice. Okay, let's roll through this.
Let's go. Jacksonville at Kansas City.
Ooh. I'm taking Jacksonville.
That's where you're going wrong. Dimitri's got Jacksonville. I'm going to take Kansas City. Offense will take down the defense this week. Ready?
Sure, we'll see.
I guess we will.
Keep going.
Tennessee at Buffalo.
Ooh. Tennessee at Buffalo. Hey, this is a good one. I
really.
still like the Tennessee Titans here.
You like Tennessee here?
Yes.
I'm also liking Tennessee here. Atlanta at Pittsburgh.
Pooh, tough game.
Oh, or is it?
You know what? Give me the Falcons.
Oh, really? You
Give
sure?
me- yep.
I'm
Give me
writing
the-
this down.
Give me the Falcons.
If I write it down, it's solid.
They're going to do me solid this week.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm going with you the same way. Denver at the New York Jets.
Ooh, this is an interesting game as well. Give me.
I wish the camera was on right now. Just he's looking at me like as
do you
though
know
I
something?
know.
Do you know
Yeah,
something?
Do I know something? Whatever, go ahead.
Give me the Jets at home.
Oh! Do it. I'm also taking the Jets.
Oh, is this how you win?
Hey, what? Do you want me to go back and forth? Because I've been giving you front.
No, I'll take the front all day long.
Okay, I know you
let
will.
me pick first, so you can
Green
cheat.
Bay at Detroit.
Green Bay at Detroit.
Correct.
Let's take Green Bay. Let's see what kind of fan you are.
Yeah, I got it as well. Baltimore at Cleveland.
And Jeff, if you don't mind, if you
son
could
of a-
cue the
I
music.
can't believe it. I
Because
leave my page
Dimitri
down for 1 minute, and this is
is
what
taking
happens.
the Cleveland Browns to extend the win streak as the money-making matchup of the week. That's right. Cleveland at home, they're itching, they're clawing, they're scratching, and they're almost there. Take the Cleveland Browns to beat
Unbelievable.
the Baltimore Ravens.
I love that pick. In fact, just so that people know, because you're a cheater, I had my notes down. I didn't think you would go
What?
down that low. I didn't think you'd go down
What are you
that low.
talking about?
But that's fine.
What are you talking
I'm also
about?
taking Cleveland, but just so you know, you should be ashamed of yourself. You have a daughter at
Was
home
it
that
your
is
five-
trusting.
was it your
It was my
5-star?
5-star. Look, 5 stars right there. All right, Miami at Cincinnati.
And you know what's funny? Because you cheated to make me pick first each time.
Sure.
This should have been your pick. See, serves you right.
It's okay. It's
Serves
all right.
you
I got
right.
I got other picks. Don't worry about
Okay,
it.
okay,
Go ahead.
What's the next game? Sorry, I
Miami
missed
at Cincinnati.
it. Give me the Dolphins.
You like the Dolphins?
I do.
Wow.
It's kind of a weird. Cincinnati's playing very well, but I'm still not buying in. I don't know. It's weird.
You know
for
what?
me.
Both these teams, you're absolutely right on buying in on either. After that debacle that I saw Miami play against New England, they've got no cajones. So I'm taking Cincy all day, hardcore. And Jeff, cue my music.
Oh, on a game like this?
Absolutely. Cincinnati, the real deal, all day long. Go buy yourself a Whopper and eat it all day and watch the Bengals crushing the Dolphins. Those Dolphins cost me money last week. They're bums, they're losers, and you're frauds. Cincy at home. 5-star pick of the week. Giants at Carolina.
We just had to pick an Ohio team for
We did. We both did.
Sorry, Giants at
Carolina.
Carolina.
Oh, Carolina.
Hey, it's Carolina. Yeah, give me the Panthers at home.
I also will take the Carolina at home. Let's quickly go into the Sunday afternoon games. Oakland, crazy win over the Chargers.
Oakland at the Chargers.
Yep.
Still don't like the way Oakland is playing. I think the Chargers have to bounce back, Mitch. I'm taking them at home.
You know what? I'm going to take Oakland. I'm just going to do it because we're
It's
calling
close.
too close here.
It's close.
I
It's
can
close.
give up one or two.
Yeah.
Arizona
Oh, my
at
God.
San Fran.
Can I do 2 money-making matchups? You know what? I got to take... no, I can't do it. You know what? I'm going to take Arizona on the road. I think this is a game they can win.
You think Arizona's got
Yeah,
this one?
with a
I'm
bleeding...
taking San Fran. I
a
actually was
bleeding,
quite impressed with, I think, a wounded animal like they are.
Maybe they buy
just
into it.
buy. I'm going to go a little different there. The LA Ram Illuminati versus the Seattle Seahawks.
Yeah, you got to take the Illuminati on this one. It just... If I'm wrong, I'm sorry, but I have to.
That one's too much. Here's the greatest matchup, and I think we both are going to agree on this one. Minnesota at Philly. NFC Championship game last year. What do you got?
I hate to say it.
No.
I hate to say
You're
it.
not. Nah. Are you?
I don't see the Vikings
Oh, okay, good.
losing 3 in a row.
What? You're
Give
going to
me
take?
the purple team on the road.
Wow. Blasphemy from Dimitri. I'm going Philly at home. I say the Philly special wins this game one more time.
I'll give you a cheesesteak to eat. Oh!
Dallas at Houston.
You know what? Can I pass?
The Texas Bowl.
The Texas Bowl. Don't like the way Houston's playing. Like the way Dallas played.
Sure.
Give me the Cowboys at home. I read a really quick thing on NFL.com. Do you realize that Deshaun Watson, they say, is on pace to get sacked 68 times
Really?
this season? Holy smokes. That's more sacks than Lisa Ann.
Well, I doubt it. I'm going to go with Houston. I think even though they didn't deserve to win last week, they got a little confidence in them. They're at home.
Could
I'm
be.
going to take
Yep.
Houston. Finally, in the Monday Nighter, you got Washington at New Orleans. Drew Brees is 211 yards away from breaking the NFL passing record this week. Isn't that crazy?
It is crazy. It is crazy. It's almost like people are forgetting how prolific of a quarterback
Absolutely.
Drew B is. I don't think anyone forgot, but it's just the Saints in general seem to be kind of on the side
Yeah,
team,
absolutely.
right? When you talk about the NFL, I not for that reason, but I do like the Saints at home.
And I'm going Washington. I did a little analysis on them. I like it. I'm gonna take a.
Well, you're 4-0, right?
I'm 4-0, and
you
like
know
I said,
things
I
that other
can
people
miss a
don't.
game or two.
I mean,
It's
I
not a
don't
big
even know
deal.
why I'm playing this week.
Exactly.
I don't know why.
Finally, you see it my way. Finally, you see it my way. All right. Well, there's the NFL in a nutshell for week number 4.
Thank you, Mitch.
Grab the pick'ems, put them on a piece of paper, make some money, go to your local bar, go to your local little terminals or lotto terminals and win some money because God knows I'm on fire right now. Just follow me. Tweak it a little bit and you'll win some money. Forget about it. But with all that being said, we go to the NHL. As we speak right now, Toronto is playing Montreal. I happen to be watching the interlude to the NHL season. I'm excited. I'm pumped for this 2018.
Beautiful.
I think because of the 30 centimeters of snow that is outside, it just feels even more so why hockey should be starting today.
That's right.
So today we got the Canadians, the Montreal Canadiens versus the Toronto Maple Leafs.
And we got our hometown team.
The Calgary Flames are playing Vancouver. The Bruins are playing the Capitals, the defending Stanley Cup champions. And later on tonight, somewhere over in Hawaii, no, it's actually in LA, but if you're on the East Coast, you might as well be in Hawaii.
Yeah.
You got the San Jose Sharks and the Anaheim Ducks playing each other as well.
So, Mitch, I get excited for the NHL
Absolutely.
season. And what better way to kick it off
Yeah.
than I got you a little something. I know we like to get mad at each other.
Right.
When NFL pick 'em, it gets a little heated. We don't talk for 3 days.
No, we don't
But
like
I
it.
got you a gift.
What you got?
To start off the season.
What do you got for me?
Look at these.
Get out of here.
I got hockey cards.
Get out.
Stopped at the Tim Hortons to get some
Stop it.
Timbits for Jeff
That
and the
is
boys.
nice of you.
They got hockey cards here, so I'm thinking I bought 2.
Yeah.
Why don't you take 2?
Right.
I'll take 2.
Okay.
And why don't we see who we got?
All right, let's.
And then I thought of something inventive.
You want to make trades?
We can if we want. But
Circa church.
how about this?
After church.
How about whatever players we get, whoever gets the most points and or wins if they're a goalie,
Right.
maybe we do like a little bet.
Ooh, I like that.
Right?
I like that.
Okay, so who do you, oh,
right off
buddy.
the bat, you got McDavid, didn't you?
Buddy, I got to go. Okay, who do you got first?
Wow. Of course, I get all the crazy names. Rasmus Ristolainen from Buffalo.
Okay, I got Mika Zibanejad from New York.
Ooh, Kyle Palmieri from the Devils.
Oh, buddy. Steven Stamkos.
Oh, sweet.
In a
But I
goal.
also got Brock Besser.
Besser.
Well, it's
Yeah.
spelled Bozer. but
It is.
just-
He should learn to spell his name. Him and Taves should go to
And
school.
pronounce it, I might
I got
add.
Corey Crawford.
A little Josh Bailey.
Did you open your second pack
Yeah, of
already?
course.
Oh, okay. Josh Bailey. Okay,
And then-
hold on. Wait.
Yeah.
We'll go tit for tat.
Oh, I think my team's going to win.
I don't know, man. I got Stamkos in
no,
a
it's
gold
true.
flex.
He
card.
literally has scored more points just tonight
Yeah.
than my whole team has.
Okay, so who's your first guy?
I got Josh Bailey.
Okay, I got Drew Doughty.
I got, oh boy, here it is. Dylan Larkin.
Oh, that's a good one. I got. Oh.
What'd you got?
Why don't you read the name? I can't see it.
Oh, come on. You fixed it.
What's the name?
You
What's the
fixed it.
name? How can I
Little
fix it?
Sidney Crosby.
And not just any Sidney Crosby, the NHL star standouts card. Holy
And how
smoke.
about as my last pick in the Tim Hortons hockey card pick, Ricard Raquel.
You're so good at names. Oh, it's
Well,
awesome.
I'm reading the
I
way it
got
is.
Henrik, still playing hockey, should retire.
Yes.
Sedin.
No, he's not playing. He's retired. That's amazing. I got one extra player on you.
I got a goalie. Yeah, but that's what evens. I got Crosby
And Stamkos,
Look at it.
yeah.
Look at that. Look at that gold flake.
No,
guys.
this does not look good for
Look
me.
at that. Look at it.
This-
Look at it in the
Finally,
light.
you win one of the things that we're doing.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
fantastic.
Why don't you take this 5-star and shove it up your?
Oh! All right. Listen, like we did in the NFL, I'm going to ask you, give me 3 teams or 3 players that you're looking forward to watch this year. Give me your dark horse. Give me your President's Cup. And then give me, I told you so, they won the Stanley Cup.
Love it. So 3 guys that
Right.
I think that we got to look out for are very 3 obvious guys because I really do believe it's going to pan out this way.
Right.
Connor McDavid.
Yeah.
Okay, definitely going to be up there. I think he's going to get the most points this year.
He's pretty good.
He's
Go
not
ahead.
bad. He knows how to skate.
He's all right.
Sidney Crosby. How you doing? Not because I got his card, but because he's a pretty damn good player too.
He's all right.
The other guy that I want everyone to watch out for, and everyone knows this already, he changed his situation, John Tavares. You guys give him a power play, give him a fast team, give him a chance to actually play with something. Johnny T is going to be on fire this year.
You think so, huh?
I think so. How about
like
you?
it.
How about you three guys?
Listen, it was kind of like almost the same. I had Tavares. How's he going to do in the new home? How's he going to do with all that money? All that. And not just that. You went from the New York Islanders that, they might cover it a little bit there to the only thing they cover in Toronto is the Maple Leafs.
Yeah.
Will the spotlight bother him? So that's my more kind of how will he adjust to that? Okay.
Right.
Then I got Carlson, obviously another kind of a no-brainer. Here you go, you're leaving Ottawa over to San Jose. Now all of a sudden San Jose becomes one of the top teams to win the Stanley Cup. How will he adjust to play with amazing talent like Burns, another guy, a counterpart of his? And then the third one is a little bit of a weird one.
Oh, here we go.
compared to you.
Is it a kicker?
It is not.
Is it a
It is not a
goaltender?
kicker.
Is it
It is a goalie. It is Mike Smith here in Calgary. Everyone's talking about it. No, it's honest. Buddy, this guy last year, before he got
How
injured...
do I lose to you?
Hold on.
How do I go 0-4 on a pickup with this kind of... How do I do it?
Because you know what? You live within your little realm.
Oh my God.
I'm
Mike
telling you the things that are outside
Smith.
the realm. Listen, the reason I'm asking about Smith is this. The Calgary Flames made a huge change this year.
Yes,
they
they
got
did.
rid
I'll
of their
give you that.
head coach. They got rid of players. They brought some new guys in. They look good on paper. But it all matters about this guy. If this guy, Mike Smith, lives up to what he did at the beginning of last year, then the Flames are destined to maybe even be contenders to win the West this year. Possibly.
Whoa!
But that's how integral he is. At 36 years old, can the old wily veteran take this team to the next level?
Ballsy move, Mitch, but I kind of like it. It's
what I do.
I mean, I'll make fun of you, but I like it.
I know you. Go ahead. What do you got? Who do you got for the... Okay, why don't you tell me who's going to win in each division?
Gotcha.
All right.
Okay. In each division.
Let's start with the East.
Okay.
And let's start in the Metropolitan. Who do you like?
I like, and everyone knows this about me, it's a year now, but I do like the Pittsburgh Penguins
Big surprise.
because I don't think Washington can repeat winning the President's Trophy. They do got a solid team.
Right.
I like what Pittsburgh did on defense, adding Jack Johnson in the offseason. I think it's going to count, and I think they're just going to be the most consistent team in that division.
In the East, in the Metropolitan, I have also chosen not the Penguins. I was going to go with Columbus. Everyone's talking about this Columbus team, but I said no. I'm going with last year's Hart Trophy winner, the Devils. I'm going with the Devils because I'm like under the radar. I think the Devils are 1 year better.
Well, it beats when you were under the tables in your college days.
You know what? That's none of your business. Let's go to the Atlantic.
That's why you picked them, because
Who
you're
do
a
you
dirty
like in
devil.
who do you like? Eastern Division, the Atlantic.
I like the Captain Obvious. I already mentioned their player before. I like the Toronto Maple Leafs. I think that they are the real deal.
I too have the Toronto Maple Leafs. They're solid, man. And once they sign Nylander, which I think will probably be sometime this week, it's a no-brainer. Toronto should run away with that division, in my opinion.
They're
That's
going
my
to be
opinion.
very hard to play against.
Very hard.
Yeah.
All right, let's go to the West. Our favorite pair. Do you prefer the East over the West? Any?
I think the East is more exciting to watch just because of the speed. Games are typically a little open, but the West is just such a grind. There are more teams that I look that could be contenders in the West, and it's been like that for almost a decade now.
Right.
But I do like the West. Yeah.
All right. In the Western Central Division, who do you like?
I made fun of you last year for picking them for your dark horse. However, I think that they are still going to be rolling strong. They are only just going to get better. That's the Winnipeg Jets.
See, I like the Jets too. That's Jeff's team. But I'm worried about the goalie. He got big money this year. He got big money. Does that mean he takes a step back? I'm going to go with Nashville because they're just a little bit more solid and they've been that team that has proven year after year that they're there.
Did we just do a swap?
We did a swap.
We did a swap because Nashville's my team.
I know, but I took
Winnipeg's
Nashville
your team.
instead. Yeah. Sorry, Jeff. I took your boys last year. And by the way, thank you. I mean, they went far for me. But I got Nashville this year.
Fair point.
In the Western Division and in our beautiful Pacific, who do you got?
I got,
Yeah.
again, someone from a team that you mentioned.
Right.
I got the San Jose Sharks.
Boom.
I think that Carlson is that much of an impactful player that you're going to an already contender, making it that much better.
Right.
This team's going to be hard, fast, and they're going to score lots. You got to remember, they got Evander Kane on that team too.
Absolutely.
Found his rhythm. It's going to add some goals. I like the San Jose Sharks in this division, Mitch.
I had San Jose. I wrote down San Jose, and then I crossed it out. And you know what I went with?
You did a last-minute change.
I did a last-minute change, and I went with the team that everyone counted out last year. Everyone kept saying, this can't keep happening. This can't happen. And I went with the Vegas Knights again.
Whoa!
Why? Because you know what? Yeah, they're ready. They know everyone's gunning for them. Vegas is going to win the Western Pacific.
I like the additions they made on the team, though. You think you got Stastny from St. Louis that came over, Pacioretty came over. This is a better team in my opinion. Mitch.
Absolutely. Dark horse. Give me your dark horse of the year.
My dark horse. There was two. Can I name them? Can I name
Absolutely.
the runner-up?
Sure.
They're both from the West. Mm-hmm. Runner-up was St. Louis.
Oh, really?
I like what they did down in the center position.
Right.
They're a lot deeper. They're always going to be a tough team to play against. However, it's not because this player came over from Russia that I'm picking this team.
I knew that.
It's because they got the goaltending, they got the defense, and he is going to help. Not as much as I think people think he's going to, but the LA Kings are the dark horse team for me. And I have a sneaking suspicion that in true LA fashion, they're going to limp into these playoffs and cause some serious damage.
So I'm glad you picked LA. I'm glad you picked the West because I also picked the West. Wait, let me stop there. I didn't pick it. My boy George from South Carolina. I tapped him on the shoulder and I said, George, I need your help. Because I don't know. Last year, I was amazing. I picked Winnipeg all on my own.
You outsourced?
But this year, I outsourced this. And you know what George came back and said to me? He said, dude, watch out for Arizona. And I was like, okay, I may not know everything about hockey, but George, explain yourself. George comes back and says, if Ranta plays like he did the last 20 games and the young guys step up their game, watch out for Zona to make the playoffs.
You got the cojones to pick the Zona?
You love it.
Whoa!
So George from South Carolina, thank you very much for your help. And by the way, for all the fans out there, George is usually the very first caller after the Flames play any game they play, the Hot Stove Lounge. George is the first caller in. That's George, South Carolina, is the George on our Real Locker Room Talk.
What a commitment.
Boom.
Now
Now here it is.
Talk to me.
I told you so, Stanley Cup champion. Who is it?
Ooh, man. You know what? The I told you so Stanley Cup champion. You know what? I'm going to do it. I'm going to let my heart. I'm going to do it.
I can't believe this.
I'm going to do it.
Don't do it.
The Pittsburgh Penguins are the I told you so Stanley Cup champions. If they would have beat Washington last year in 2 games that they let slip, this is a team that would have been back in to three-peat. I'm telling you, they got better.
Right.
And everyone was like, oh, you're just a Pittsburgh guy. I am a Pittsburgh guy, but I'm also a bona fide betting winner in a lot lot of cases.
Absolutely.
Okay?
And we'll back that up in a second. One last thing I wanted to say.
Pittsburgh Penguinos.
The fourth players with a bracket around the S that I want you guys to watch out for are the Washington Capitals. I want to know, what does it feel like to play on a hangover of that size? That's what I want to find out. Because no other NHL team has ever had a hangover like the Washington
No way.
Capitals.
They still have a hangover.
That's what I'm talking about. All right. Who's my So I Told You So?
Yeah, who is it, Mitch?
It's got to be.
Don't say Zona.
It's got to be.
Don't say Zona.
I'm going to go a little easy on this one. It's going to be the San Jose Sharks. I told you so. It's the San Jose Sharks. They're stacked, man. They're stacked all the way through. They're stacked. What are we going to do? So there's our quick, fast, flash in the pan analysis of the NHL this year.
That's
that
amazing.
was actually kind of fun.
That's actually the same description that our wives use for us.
You wouldn't believe it. It's unbelievable.
And I want to make fun of you, but it's not just you. It's me too.
It's me, both of us. We're the same person. Have we not talked about this a million times?
Yeah, I think we're going suffering Fight Club.
Like, this weekend is my favorite. Think about this, Coralie. We got NHL first Saturday night game. The NFL, obviously, on Sunday, Monday nighters.
We got
baseball starts right now as we're
Kathy's
speaking.
wedding.
Kathy's wedding. Tony and Kathy's wedding.
That's right. It's this week. Everything is coming.
Everything is this weekend. And the one thing that almost like the cherry on
the
top.
asteroid's not coming this weekend.
Oh, man. I am so worried about that.
Yeah, that would suck.
The cherry on top of this weekend
Yeah.
is UFC 229.
Oh,
I
Mitch.
usually don't fall for all the propaganda. Or don't I? I totally do. I'm not going to lie to you guys. But this weekend has got me enthralled.
It's a 2-foot fall, by the way, everyone.
It is the Russian mauler Khabib. 26-0.
I'm going to rip your face off.
Against the most electrifying man in sports combat.
If you smell what Mitch is cooking.
Conor McGregor. Dimitri, who do you like? Forget about the presser. Last week we said based on the presser, who's going to win?
Mitch,
presser's gone.
But this
who's
is the
going to
problem.
win this weekend?
This is the problem. The problem is that I don't know what the UFC has done, but they've done it right on all levels. I was with Conor McGregor at the start. Then I see the presser with Khabib. Then I'm with him. Then I'm with that. This week, I'm back on Conor McGregor. Conor McGregor will win. I've erased the hype. I've done it all. He is a man of destiny. I know what I said last week on the podcast.
Yeah.
I know the contradictions I've done. I saw the presser. Khabib got me hyped. He's going to rip his head off. I get it. But Conor McGregor will win this fight.
I love it.
McGregor.
That's right, Jeff. That's right.
So you got Jeff going for Conor. You're going for Conor. I'm going for Conor as well. It's a threefold. We're all going for Conor, and I'll tell you why.
Tell me, Mitch. Tell me.
Earlier. We spoke earlier today before we came to the podcast, and you said to me, pull up the prop bets. You were busy at work. I was working, but I'm not always working. Blah blah blah. I pull up the prop bets, and everything is against Conor. Everything.
The money line.
From the money line to how many rounds to knockout round. Everything that you could possibly think of. And not a little bit. A lot of it.
And you can't tell me that they're not cognizant of this match. The camp, Conor McGregor, the camp, everyone, all these fighters, they know that.
Exactly. But I think what is getting going with me is simply this. It has to start in the middle of the ring, right? You know what I mean? Like,
yes.
Khabib, we all think is once he grabs him, he's going to flip him and it's over, which makes sense. But can he grab him is the question. Can he? Because the one thing Khabib's got to do, and I'm not a big boxer guy, but what I'm saying is, can he grab him? Khabib's not McGregor is not stupid. He knows what he wants to do to him.
Yeah.
If Conor hits him, I don't know if Khabib knows how to take a punch. I don't know. But I'm going with you and Jeff. I am now convinced it's probably the media. I'm probably going to kick myself in the face later. But I'm going on with McGregor.
Look, Khabib's a stone cold killer. We know this. Yeah. We understand it. I had Khabib winning from last week. After seeing that press, I'm like, McGregor's sloppy. He's not into it. He doesn't care. Then you start watching the training videos. Then you start going in. Then I started getting into my little Mayweather part of my brain and remembering all this stuff. Guys, it's a promotion at the end of the day. And Conor McGregor full well knows that his pride is worth more than all the money.
Yeah, absolutely. This one's too personal.
And I think the situation that's going to happen here is I'm putting Conor McGregor, I want to say knockout.
Right.
I want to say he's going to win by knockout.
With all due respect, isn't that really the only way he's going to do it?
Well, part of me kind of has this weird thing that he'll choke him out. I don't know why. I just see this vision of something happening and McGregor choking him out.
People remember this. If this happens.
I don't know. It's just one of those.
Are you Keanu Reeves? Are you the Matrix?
Am I the one?
Are you the one?
I followed. There was a white rabbit. I followed a white rabbit to get here.
If this happens, that's all I'm gonna say.
I'm just saying. Let's just leave it at that.
We'll leave it there.
Let's not go further.
Okay.
I think you said it really good, Mitch, and you said it proper. Is that everyone is expecting, okay, if he grabs him and he takes him down, can he win the fight? Can McGregor win? The fight's going to be over. And then you say, well, can he grab him? I think you're right. I think Khabib is actually going to fight Conor's game, whether he likes it or not. And I think that it is going to be a stand-up. I think Khabib wants to show, like, he's got the young, dumb, and full of cum attitude of, I'll do what you're doing. And McGregor is going to win this fight.
All I'm going to say is the real champions are the security guards that are going to be breaking up fights in the stands this whole weekend. So, Dimitri, myself, and Jeff have picked McGregor. Relay right into Sportsfolio because, hey, this is what we do. We make you money.
Yeah, but
just for
how
fun.
do you pick McGregor? What are you going to do?
What are you
going to
do with
McGregor?
him? What are you going to say? Are we saying McGregor? Are we telling you to put money on McGregor just to win? No.
Nobody said that.
No one said that. We think, as the guys that are just doing this podcast, that he's going to win the fight. But to put money on it, Dimitri, what are they going to do?
Look, anything can happen in combat sports. We obviously know that. I like McGregor to win this fight. Right. You do, and so does Jeff. And Jeff's vote really counts for 3.
Right.
Okay. But here's what you got to do.
Right.
You got to really look at the big picture. Whenever you're doing a Sportsfolio, look at the big picture, you guys. We know that this fight's not going to go the distance.
Right.
Because we know that Conor McGregor gets gassed late rounds, which is prime pickings for a grappler to take him out in the 4th or 5th round. We also know that McGregor's a knockout artist, which is prime pickings for Khabib to be done in the 2nd, 3rd round. Maybe the 1st, but let's not go there.
Right.
The smart, prudent bet is to just say that this fight will not go the distance.
Well, how about this? How about you give the fans a little bit more than that? The odds right now, as I look at the prop bets, are simply this. Will McGregor win in the 2nd round, since we kind of decided that he's going to win it? Can he go to the 2nd round?
I think McGregor, if he's going to win this, is going to be late 2nd round.
It's going to be, the odds are right now, plus 600.
Take it.
Take that bet. It's a nice, easy bet. And if you put a hundy on it, you're sending us money.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Don't be greedy here. It's a plus 600.
Boom.
You don't got to put much to get that in return.
I like the 2nd round.
Hedge it against.
Okay?
Take a little bit of risk, but hedge it in the big picture.
Beautiful. In our next Sportsfolio pick is simply this. Atlanta, Pittsburgh. We said it earlier. Pittsburgh's favored by -4. Me and Dimitri collaborated. We talked. We said, hey, how you doing? How you doing? Good. How was the weekend? Blah, 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 blah. And we said, Atlanta, plus the 4. Do it all night. Thank you.
Take it.
All day. In that same game, the over-under in that is 57.5. We're looking at it. We're like, huh? It's on grass. It's outside.
Yeah.
What if it snows? What if they get 30 centimeters of snow?
What if they get a Calgary weather?
What happens over there then?
You think they're going to hit the over, Mitch?
You think no, we're going to go under.
We're going to go
We
under.
said under.
Because everyone knows, okay, Atlanta puts up points. Pittsburgh puts up points.
Sure.
The bet makers are saying, let's put up high points.
Boom, boom, boom.
But let me tell you what a game like this produces.
What?
Goose eggs.
Exactly.
Okay?
Goose eggs.
Bet on the goose egg.
Bet on the goose egg. And finally, we said New England tomorrow night. You don't believe us? Watch the game tomorrow. New England's playing Indy. 10.5 at home, New England.
Look.
Dimitri, you wanted New England.
I wanted New England because you know what this is to me? This is like when you go to a strip club and they got the picture of the most beautiful girl that is going to be dancing that night. But once you get in there, you realize it's not best chest of the West night.
No, it's not.
No, it's amateur A cup from the Apollo.
Exactly.
You're getting conned.
Right.
Don't take the bait.
Take the bait.
Take the 10.5 points.
Take it at home.
Take New England at home. They
barely played. It was like a bye week last week. They beat up Miami so bad, they thought it was a practice. That's what it was.
That's it.
We talking about practice?
It's not the game we live for.
Exactly.
Practice?
Practice?
Come on, man.
Bottom line, New England. So there are your picks. McGregor, take it. Take McGregor if you want, but we're just saying he's
high risk
win.
McGregor in the 2nd round.
Right, exactly.
But take fight won't go to the distance to hedge against,
Exactly.
or even take that straight up.
Boom.
Take Atlanta with the points.
Boom, all day.
Take them with
under.
the points.
Take the under in that Atlanta Pittsburgh game, and then just for a little sprinkle, little something on top, you take New England to cover the 10.5.
That's like the Reggiano pick.
Oh,
You know,
I like it.
Reggiano, boom. How's your mother?
Now, as we come to the end of this podcast,
Sad, which is the saddest time.
It's always the saddest time. I actually get a little upset sometimes. But
it's one of the best. It's probably the best time.
The one sport we didn't get a real chance to talk about, but we're going to talk about it right now, is baseball. Baseball is starting right now. As we speak right now, the Athletics, the Moneyball team, is playing the big Moneyball team, the New York Yankees, our pick to win it all. Okay?
Yeah.
But the one thing that baseball has, and why we're doing Maga or Malaka, is because baseball, like hockey, but more in baseball, they are huge on traditions and superstitions.
Yes.
So I Googled some stuff. I pulled up some stuff, and you would be surprised of the weird things that baseball players do to make it through a game. Are you ready?
And this is one
Jeff, are you ready?
This is one of the weeks where I actually didn't read the Maga Malaka.
Excellent.
Yeah, so this is going to be a surprise.
Are you liking this one?
Yeah, I do. Actually.
All right, here we go. Maga or Malaka. Again, the baseball tradition or the superstition pick of the week. Here we go. Ready?
Ready.
Sacrificing live chickens and or animals. Maga or Malaka move.
Hey, that's a Maga move, and you can thank Pedro Serrano for that.
You know what?
That's gotta
I'm going with Jello
go,
as well.
man.
You can't kill an
are you
animal just to
talking about?
Can't
so
hurt
you're on a
stuff.
slump.
That won the Cleveland Indians the pennant in Major League. Excuse me.
I'm
What?
with Jeff
Okay,
Eisel.
the way-
and it was fried chicken he
Hold
brought
on,
him.
I was just going to say, if you
Listen,
can't get a live chicken.
Let me just paint a picture. Oh, I'm feeling a little insecure about going to work. I have to kill a cat. Like, really?
But Jeff, we're talking about live chickens.
We're talking about.
Hold on, Jeff. Ozzy Osbourne bit a parakeet's head off. once.
No,
Jeff,
it was
he's got you
it was
there.
a bat. Actually,
It was a bat. Okay,
Yeah, and actually,
he might have got you there, Jeff.
that's a good rock and roll story because if you listen to Ozzy afterwards, it was one of the worst things he had to do. He went through 3 months of therapy, multiple rabies shots. It fucked him up.
So even more reason why it's a Malaka move.
Okay, you
to
have me
kill
convinced.
anything in the dressing room. Putting your clothes on. So baseball players are very superstitious in regards to how they put the clothes on or their uniform on each game. Maga or Malaka, putting your left first, right
that's
first.
Maga.
That's Maga. You like that?
Don't mess with the process.
I'm
As an
that's
athlete,
a Malaka move.
As an athlete for Jokers hockey,
yeah.
it's part of the process, man.
It's part of the process.
I can attest.
So you mean to tell me every time you sit down on the bench, you know to put your left sock on first before the right?
Yes.
Really?
I have my ritual. I have my ritual. I have the way in which I do it. Yes.
In baseball, it's very traditional that when somebody's throwing a no-hitter, you don't talk to the pitcher. You're about the 6th or 7th inning, if the pitcher's got a no-hitter going, he sits off to the corner, no one talks to him. Maga or Malaka move.
Look, I'm going to go with Maga.
You like that?
Yeah, let the guy be in his zone.
But who says that what if he wants somebody to talk to him?
Well, then he should say something.
You think it's up to him?
It's up to him.
I see where you're going with this. I'll go with what you said. Maga. Let's go with little rookie hazing. Like baseball's notorious for letting their rookies really have it. Now, not in a gross and bad way. They basically make them sing, dress up as women to do performances, stuff like that. Kind of entertaining to a lot of ways. But they don't like beat them up and like throw them in the
even if
showers
they
or anything.
did.
Like,
Even
whatever.
if they did.
They make them pay for team dinners.
Yeah.
What do you think? Maga or Malaka?
Yeah, look, it's Maga, and I hope it doesn't stop because I really feel sorry for the last generation of hazers where they can't give back to all the torture they received in their first year.
Fair
I
enough.
say Maga.
Okay, I'll give it to you. What about this? I love this one. I think this one's like controversial in a little weird way. Throwing the ball back. So opposing team hits a home run in your field. Technically, the rule is you take that ball, whoever you are, and you throw that ball back onto the field. Maga or Malaka?
No, Malaka, keep the ball. That guy's making $10 million. You should get
you know
something
why
out
I think
of
it's a
this?
Malaka move? Only because it's like, what are the chances that ball actually comes to you, you catch it, and now you're expected to throw it back onto the
Yeah,
field? No.
I disagree.
I agree. Despite the fact that it's a money ball or not, you keep that. It's a souvenir.
Yeah.
You don't have to pay $5, some outrageous number over at the concession.
Could you imagine if James Earl Jones from The Sandlot threw his Mickey Mantle ball back?
Exactly.
There'd be no movie.
There'd be no movie.
You're killing me,
That'd
Smalls.
be crazy. Here's a great one that I found today. Jason Giambi, he was a great athletics player. Then he got traded over to the Yankees. He was going through a slump. So, Jeff, what did he do? I don't know who gave him this idea, but he started wearing a gold thong, and it got him out of the slump. Would you wear a gold thong to get out of a slump, Dimitri?
I'll wear it today, Mitch. I'll wear it today. That is maybe the most MAGA move of all time.
MAGA move?
A gold thong?
In front of all your teammates, you're gonna wear
Yes.
a gold thong.
Yes.
I gotta share a story. I went and saw Motley Crue a couple years ago on their last tour, and they blew up the arena real good, and the drums went upside down. And at the end of the show, they all come out to do their bows, and Tommy Lee, the drummer, had been wearing a pink tutu all night.
That's amazing. You know what? You convinced me, Jeff. You son of a bitch. You did it. Done. MAGA move. MAGA. All right.
If you're secure enough to do it, go for it.
I agree.
Well, look, that's the reason Motley Crue is so great is because Tommy Lee is actually Greek.
Done.
That's
exactly.
true. Yeah,
That's true.
That's what it is.
You're welcome, world. We know you've all seen the video.
Yeah, right.
You're welcome.
Kickstart my
Hey,
gyros.
Pamela, how you doing? All right. Moises Alou. He's a notorious baseball player. He comes from the Lou family, which is like in baseball heritage, it's huge, okay? But they don't wear gloves. They don't like to wear batting gloves. So what do they do instead? Because batting gloves, they help you with the callus, the twisting of the bat and all that. But instead of wearing batting gloves, they pee on their hands. MAGA or Malaka move?
Isn't it funny that he pees on his hands and his last name is Alou?
I knew I was falling into it.
MAGA!
MAGA it is.
It is gross. It is disgusting. And about 99% of me wants to say Malaka. But if you actually have, no pun intended, maybe pun intended, the balls to do that
Right.
and say, this is the technique,
Yeah.
I got to go MAGA for just creativity.
As long as he's
Confidence.
doing it like if he's going to the bathroom, then coming up to the
You can't do it over carpet.
You can't do it in front of the fans.
Don't do it in front of
A
the
little
fans.
weird. A little weird.
Yeah, don't do it on fan appreciation. Day.
Yeah. I heard it's healthier to drink it anyways.
That's what I've heard too. Weird.
Really?
You
Yeah,
want to
but-
survive. If you're ever
No.
caught in the desert, you got to drink your own pee.
Yeah, but you got to filter it, right? So the survivor man, like the man versus wild, what
Sure.
you do is you gotta dig out a hole in the desert,
right.
Okay, then you gotta actually pee around that hole.
Can we just say
and
this
then you
right
gotta,
now?
and then it drill, and
Okay.
then it filters.
I want
Then you
to
drink
say
it.
something.
Talk to me.
This is a sports podcast. However, I think
It's a life podcast.
It's a life. I want somebody like an outdoors guy
Yeah.
to come out and tell us these things. I don't want to believe you. I believe you that it's true.
Yeah, but I saw
But I
it.
want to hear it from somebody that has actually done it.
Well, we should reach out.
We should reach out.
We don't do enough reaching
So
out.
for anyone that's drank
do
their
reach
pee in the
arounds.
middle of a desert, call us.
We do reach arounds.
Yeah, we do
don't
reach around,
but we
but
don't
if
do
you're-
reach outs.
All right, R.A. Dickey, believe it or not, old pitcher
Speaking
for
of
the-
reach arounds, this
he
is an
played in the
awkward
National
segue.
League, so
Yeah.
he named his bats. Naming your bat, MAGA or Malaka move.
Oh yeah, that's a MAGA move. Look, if you name your
MAGA? Why?
Yeah, if you name your car, you can name your bat. Have some decency.
No, you don't name your bats.
What's wrong
you
with
don't name
naming
your
the
bats?
Mitch,
I don't know.
Mitch.
Naming your bat's kind of weird, I think.
Mitch,
You would totally name your bat, Mitch.
you don't have a name for your bat?
Mine's Zeus because it comes with the thunder.
No, it does. That is not true. We all know that isn't true. I don't think. That's amazing. That's a good one. I like that one. But we know that's not true. It's more like
Super Soldier
like
50.
Medusa. The minute you see it, you die.
Hey, I got one. Can I
Yeah,
chip
of
in
course,
here?
buddy. Yeah, of course.
Okay. Pre-game rituals. Do you know Doc Ellis, the old pitcher from the 70s?
Yes, of course.
Yeah.
Took acid, LSD, before pitching a no-hitter.
MAGA.
Yes.
Just because, imagine how he was tripping. How did he keep his composure?
I don't know. He did it a lot. There's a Netflix documentary on
Yes.
it. It's amazing.
Great one, Jeff.
I mean, he makes
Great
Jimi
one.
Hendrix look ridiculous.
Great one.
Yeah.
I got two. I
You
got
can
two
play in the
more
same
for us.
league.
Two more for us. Jim Leland, he's a manager for the Detroit Tigers. They went on a crazy win streak in 2011. He didn't change his boxers during the whole time. MAGA or Malaka?
You know what? There's been a trend of me doing MAGA on all these traditions, but I
Right.
got to go Malaka.
You gotta
here.
go Malaka on this
Change
one.
it up, man.
But
Change
I
it
don't
up.
understand. You said the thong is a MAGA.
Yeah.
This is a Malaka?
Yeah, but he's changing the thong.
I don't know if he's changing the thong. I just said he's wearing the gold thong. I have no idea what happened after that.
Ooh, this list so scandalous.
Okay. Here's what I'll say
No,
about
it's
that.
Malaka, man. He's got skid marks.
If he wears the gold thong for 120 days straight,
He's got a point. He's got a
Yeah,
point.
Jeff, you're right. You're right. The voice of reason, everybody.
Finally. All right. Wade Boggs, he's a legendary baseball player. Many might know of the name at least. He was adamant. He only takes 150 ground balls. He played third base. He would take 150 balls, no less, no more. And he had that batting practice at 5:17. Maga or Malaka? There was no other way. If it was 5:15, he's like, nope, I'm going on in 2 minutes.
I've seen you take more balls than that.
Have you?
Yeah.
So to all the
I've
people
been
out there, doesn't that mean you were there? Doesn't that mean you were there? Doesn't that? So
I plead the fifth.
I'm gonna go with Malaka. These baseball players, you know what I've come up to? They're all OCD. All of them. They're all OCD.
See, I gotta go Maga. That is professionalism at its finest.
But buddy,
not a second later, not a second earlier, on time.
150,
Thank you,
no
Jeff.
more, no less. All right, fair enough. I think he's a Malaka because I'm like, wow, 150 every day, bro.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
That's what it takes.
I guess so.
That's what it takes.
Congratulations to you, Wade Bob.
A real man can take 150 balls.
And a real man can
Jeff,
have a friend in the same room.
How many years in jail did you do again, Jeff? Remind me again. I can't
Hey,
remember.
you're the guys who are Greek. I thought you'd know.
All right, here's the last one. Ted Griffey Jr. had a Mercedes back in the day.
Okay.
He bought it and then sold it within a week because he felt once he bought it, he couldn't get any hits. He sold it. Was that a Maga move or a Malaka move?
That's Malaka. You gotta wait at least a month.
Gotta wait a month.
You gotta wait a month.
Straight
Have
up.
a real sample
I agree.
size, Ken
Who do you
Griffey.
think you are, Ken
Yeah,
Griffey?
come
Selling
on.
cars, buying and selling cars on the side? Did you
Where
get
do
your
you
money
think you
back
are?
on that one?
And a Mercedes.
You had me at Mercedes.
Well, that's it. That's podcast
No, Mitch.
51.
I think I just started getting into the
I know.
podcast.
Well, I'm just telling you. This is what we got. This is what
Oh
I got.
my goodness. Well,
Listen,
that-
before we go to that, I want to send out one shout out to Alex Bodo. He won a 56-kilometer road race last week and broke the record out in Kelowna. Big time, Alex Bodo.
And guess what? That's from our community.
That's it.
The roster.
The Greeks have done it again.
The Real Locker Room Talk roster, where you can join the Facebook page, Real Locker Room Talk. Find it at Mitch and Dimitri, at Real Locker Room Talk. Mitch and Dimitri, we're coming at you. We're giving you a forum just to talk about everything. Thank you to Macromind Media, who made RealLockerRoomTalk.com. Thanks to Agape Greek Radio. And obviously, thank you to the greatest studio of all time, AlchemyStudio.ca. Check out Jeff and check out everything that he's doing here. Again, I get heated up at every podcast, and we come to the end, but thank God that we got cold water in there, because it makes me just be on the same level as you stand normally.
Thank you.
But with that, we got to hit the showers.
So
Time to hit it. Thanks, guys. Have a great weekend.
inside.
56-kilometer record breaker.
I have the email.
Actually, that's very
Not from him,
impressive.
from the